It's Reggie Prince Elliott with Addy Cat Action. I got the pleasure of
Jason, we got a practice
recording this finals featuring your top four winners, which will be seated
I think they shut
fourth
it
is
off.
Cortez. Third will be Michael Fitzgerald. Second will be Keith Fong, and your first place seed, Matt Jones. Right now, these guys are practicing getting 4 shots, 2 shots on each lane right now. They should be wrapping up right now. First place is guaranteed 1,000, or it might be 1,200. I'm not sure, but I believe it's 1,000. Get to take home that championship belt and also Player of the Year, that trophy. I think Cortez is in his last shot right now. It's a good shot. All right, look like we're about to be on our way. Cortez against Michael Fitz. All right, got Michael Fitzgerald starting off with a strike, 10 back. We got Jason just joined the crew. Welcome,
right.
Jason.
Thank you. I was running around for a little bit, but we got there. Got a pretty good final, stacked finals coming up here right now.
First place is at 1,200 or
First place is paying out 1,100. Yes, sir.
1,100, nice. Cortez, a nice 10 back from one.
Just to throw it out there, second place paying 550, third place paying 400, and fourth place is paying 300 today. And we also paid out to top 8, so those other spots made $100 each.
Cortez on the double. Looking good, that boy's so good.
That man throws it better than most.
Yeah, qualifying before this match, he went 280.
Yes, sir. He went 280.
10 pin and off the sheet.
And we'll see in the next match, Mr. Keith Fong, who bowled a 300 today, has been throwing it about just as good as anybody.
Absolutely.
He's over there warming up on
like 7 and 8.
7 and 8 over there. So we do have.
Way to kick that 9 out.
We also have a Player of the Year race going on right now. So if Matt Jones or Keith Fong were to take first place, they would win Player of the Year and a bonus $200.
Matt Jones throwing the ball well too right now.
Matt has been throwing it really well. There was some really high scores today.
Yeah, but Keith today by far, he's on game today. He brought his A game.
Keith Fong, he also won this 2 weeks ago. He was bowling out of his mind. He averaged 260.
And popped the 3 off today.
Yes, he did.
All right, Mike Jones look like he's bringing it.
Bowlers came to bowl today, that's for sure, man.
Yes.
Bowlers came to bowl.
The cut was what, plus 83?
Cut was plus 83. It was tied at plus 83.
Wow.
Which is, shows you the quality of field we got out here today.
Right.
So, it was not easy to make it here. It was not easy to win a round. It was not easy to make the top 4. So, every bowler that showed out tonight, they earned their spot here. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Allowing me to get on the mic with you guys today. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Good old
Always
Alley Cat and Primal
man.
Bowling.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Check out Cortez.
Always good to
Fourth
do it
shot
with
right here. there. Good shot, Tez.
Playing a game of chicken.
That's right.
So again, just so we know, Keith Fung's at 8 points for Player of the Year, and so is Matt Jones.
Matt, right?
And seeding was based on your Player of the Year points. Fitzgerald, Cortez both had 3 points, so they get 3rd and 4th seed. Then Keith gets 2nd seed based on series from qualifying today. Matt was 1st place in qualifying
Fitzgerald.
with a 770, so he gets number 1 seed today.
Little ring and 10 for Fitzgerald. See if he can make this spare.
Still a really good shot.
It is. It's a good matchup. Spare converted by Fitzgerald.
Now, also, both these folks, out of the 14 weeks, I think Fitz bowled 3 and Cortez bowled 1.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
Cortez
made their
first
they,
night,
they made their money's worth
he
qualifying
made the
when
top
they
4 to
bowled.
be able
So
to get in tonight.
yep,
Yeah.
they made their money's worth when they went bowling. That's for sure.
I think Michael Fitzgerald, his first night, he made the top 4 as well. And then the
Yeah.
other 2, he just skated
yeah, he
over,
did.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. Keith made the finals 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times. And Matt, first finals he made here, bowled a 300,
Right.
and then made it another time after that. So,
Oh, back-to-back
good ball.
10 pin. 1 ringer and 1 stone. So bowling against a guy like Cortez, do you think mentally, he's like, all right, it's over with?
I don't think Fitz would ever think that way. Just the caliber of bowler he is, man. I mean, he's bowled with the best. He bowls with the best. He's on tour just the same as Tez.
Yes.
You know, so they're both competing at an extremely high level, man. I don't think anyone in this field right now is worried about any other bowler. You know,
Right.
I don't see Matt Jones or even Keith, you know, giving way to anybody right now.
What do you think going to take this? You think Matt being seeded 1? Think he got it just to clip 1 game and win it all?
I'll talk to you in 6 more shots after Cortez
After
is
Cortez,
done.
right? You see that shot right there. Oh man.
I think he's going to be a hard man
I
to
think he
beat.
was ready to walk away from that.
It's a tough choice, man. These
It is.
guys. Just seeing how everyone has bowled so far has been absolutely insane. I mean, this is anybody's game right now.
Absolutely. We got Cortez up in the 6th frame.
Now,
300 pace.
if Cortez or Fitzgerald were to win, they would not get Player of the Year. They would only be they would be short points, and Keith would only get to 14 points because it's 6 points for making the top 4. It's 10 points if you win. So if that happens, Troy Blickenstaff does win Player of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, because he's at 15.
He's at 15. He had won 3 in a row. For 3 weeks in a row, Troy took first. It was
He actually bowled good today. He hit a bad pair and just couldn't find it. He had about 6 or 7 splits that game.
it was a really, really rough pair.
Yeah.
He was
All right, welcome back, Mike.
He was plus 60 and change, and then yeah, that pair hit, and at plus 83 to make the cut, you couldn't afford to have an open.
Absolutely. He had a lot of good bowlers. I mean, we had Troy, Andrew Kane, Calvin Hunter, Kevin Jenkins,
Ron
Ron
Schlage,
Slash, Kyle, Derek Acuff, Alex,
Kareen, Annie,
GT, you know, Josh Anthony.
Hardesty was in there, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of really, really good bowlers.
Yeah. All right, that was a good pitch.
Anybody's game still.
Yeah. Say, if you're gonna beat Cortez one-on-one, you're just gonna have to strike.
You got to throw quality shots.
You gotta strike. Hopefully the pin guards are with you.
Or against him. It's one or the other.
That part.
Now, it's
Right,
a fun
Taz.
fact. Last time Cortez had made the finals, he bowled a 155.
He did. He did.
Uh,
he took fourth that night.
He could not find that spot, and ended up taking fourth that night.
And but that one was a 159. It landed him here, the top four.
I'll tell you what, he's got a different look in his eyes, though.
Oh yeah, he's coming for it. He's absolutely coming for it.
That's got a hold. All right.
All right. That is front eight.
Yes, it is. Big shot here. 2 frames got to keep him alive right now.
Yeah, you gotta have it. Might have to have it strike right here and a little luck from the gods.
It's pretty hard to beat front 8.
Right. Oh, a little late there. We will have the luxury of having the loser come and
Give us-
sit and chat with us
Give us a few words.
about today's event and the match. All right, Mike, let's see this. Gotta have it. Stay alive.
Oh!
Ooh,
All right.
he tripped the 4.
Tripped it
He's
out.
still in it. He's still in it. All right. So this is the scenario. Cortez strike. Or Cortez fair. Pretty much almost game over.
I think if Cortez gets this one, it's going to be hard for him to miss.
I think if Cortez get this strike right here, he's throwing bills.
But you know, that's the announcer's curse.
And he got it. Well, he got that tiger in his eye right now. He said, no, 159 in the finals today.
No, maybe a 159 in the 5th.
What was that?
150 in the 5th.
Right. Still a great performance by Michael Fitzgerald.
I mean, it's that's how today has been, though. You know, you can come in there and punch and throw 260 in the air and still not make it.
Exactly. Look
Nothing
at
to-
Alex. His last game was 263.
Oh,
It missed the cut.
yeah. Wow. Good shot. Touch behind the head.
What's the odds of Cortez missing his 7 and Michael Fitzgerald striking out? With today bowling I've seen, it's crazy.
If I was a betting man,
Right.
I don't know if I'd take that one, Chief.
Right.
I don't know if I'd take that one.
Well,
Again, hell of a performance by Fitz today.
well, it looked like we'll have the pleasure of chatting with Michael Fitzgerald. Your match next up should be good as well. Keith Fong and Cortez. Cortez is phenomenal, honestly. And Keith Fong today been throwing it good. Even popped the 300.
Yes, he did. It's going to be a great match.
Great match.
Keith is going to get 4 shots on each lane to warm up, throw a couple, and then we'll be on to the next match.
As Matt Jones take to lane 7 to warm up.
4.
Each because they was warming up.
Get a good read of the link. Yeah. Got Keith Fong warming up.
Warming up.
He's been throwing it good, man.
Huh?
He's been throwing it so good.
Yeah. Even his bad shots, he didn't like carrying everything.
Everything
Absolutely.
was looking good.
Everything.
It's going to be a fun match. Definitely going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
So Fitz will take 4th. Cash $300 today. Which is a good, pretty good
Off of a
payout.
what? $35 payout?
Off of $40.
$40? Yeah, not bad. And had a shot at the belt.
Had a shot, yeah. I mean, to make it to this point, like I said, was definitely no feat.
Today's bowler, yeah. He actually threw it good. I believe he averaged today roughly 250.
That's what it took to make the cut, man. And 250 is what it took to make the cut. 1-230 game. That could be all that took you down. So
235 was the one that took him down.
yeah, that's all it takes.
Good guy. He bowls with Team Virtue.
Yes, he does. Yes. Shout out.
Shout out to Team.
Shout out to
Team
Team
Virtue. Go check them out at any Virtue Pro shop. Me, I personally get my stuff done at Union Hills by Derek Acuff. He's a good guy. He bowled today as well.
He bowled today. He made top 8.
Yeah, made top 8. 7 pin in the 10th. Messenger missed it.
He won. He won last week.
Yeah, he did.
He was
win
our
last
he
week.
was our winner last week. Threw it really good.
All right, this match is on its way, and once again,
There goes that man.
there go Cortez.
There goes that man again.
In a second, we'll have Mike Fitzgerald join us.
You got over under 4 spares this game for both.
I got under 2 spares for Cortez.
It's gonna be close.
I got, if Keith chills and beat Keith, I got him under 2 as well. I got both under 2 spares today.
It's gonna be close, man. 2 people throwing this ball so well.
It's a pint. All right, we got Mike Fitzgerald in the booth.
What's up, guys?
What's going
How's it
on,
going?
Mike? How you feel about that match? Damn 10 pins.
I got a little fast with apparently because it was just behind the head pin to be able to leave him. But I was really hoping Cortez was going to shoot the 300 against me because that would make it 2 in a row that I've had a 300 shot against me in a stepladder final this week.
Oh, wow.
Got a good track record.
Yeah, well, it goes hand in hand with my normal track record of if you happen to knock me out in match play elimination stuff, you go on to win the tournament. This is kind of what's happened in the past.
Good juju.
Oh, it looked like Cortez got a good chance of winning, pretty much.
Well, yeah, if anything goes to show. I mean, he's got the skill set.
Oh, got soft on that
we
one.
just kind of black clouded him right
And
there.
there
I
was,
guess.
there was the announcer's
That was
jinx.
Reggie's fault, not mine. Just
Oh,
so you
man,
know.
Cortez, don't hate me for that. I did have you for under 2 spares on this match. So what ball was you throwing?
That was the Hammer Hazmat Solid.
Okay. Ball was pretty good. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's really the first time I got a chance to use it. I just recently got drilled up a little bit ago. Derek punched it up for me over at Virtue. And I practiced with it for like a little bit, just kind of get an idea of what it did. I brought it with me to the regional, threw it a little bit. It didn't quite match up out there, but I figured the house shot that's here, that's got plenty, there's a good amount of volume in the middle of the lanes here. And I didn't want to jump to the, push anything to the outside to have it bounce off the dry. So this was a little bit more controlled and smoother to be able to do so with. Just a little bit of cover stock to slow down before it got there, and a big enough core, of a symmetric core to get around and continue through. So
Definitely did good. I believe we got you around 250 today.
that's a nice little payday.
No, your average.
Oh, average.
Yeah, I think we
Well, both.
by
I mean,
eye we got you by 250 today.
Well, I obviously I didn't shoot for the 10 pin there that left. I was just wanting to get out of the way so they can start the next match because it's already going to get late.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that's probably a pretty good number.
it was definitely a competitive field. Without a 250, you weren't making the cut
No.
today.
I mean, plus
to-
83
To make it
the
this
cut.
far is
I mean, we looked at, obviously, like, just looking at the 4 that made it here. You got Cortez, who was, PBA Rookie of the Year on the national level. That's, you don't get that without being good.
Without being good.
oh,
Right.
You got
earn it.
right, Keith Fong right now, who's really stepped up recently. But he puts in so much work in the game, and this is his house, his
Yeah.
pro shop right here. So
Yep.
he definitely
Yeah,
has the
Revolution.
insight. He definitely has the inside knowledge.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Kyle
Revolutions.
King and Jim Pratt, Keith Fung, all running the shop out here. at
Yeah.
Revolutions Pro Shop. Shout out to the guys. But yeah, no, it took some big numbers to get in.
Yeah.
It was one open was pretty much the death end nowadays. It felt like in this cut.
And then you got sitting in the wins right now, or just waiting there to get in. If your number 1 seed is
Matt
none other
Jones.
but the Matt Jones, Hall of Famer, 500, 300 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Average about 800 in the league here. So
I think he had 16 300s last season alone.
yeah.
Yeah. And they all came late. And when that first one came, it was just boom, 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 boom.
We were saying to Reggie, I mean, the first qualifying he made, bowled a 300 in the finals to
yeah.
make it.
Yeah.
So
So what do you think about the tournament this summer?
This was a lot of fun. I mean, it really reminds me of how the King of the Hill used to be back in the day when Rick Elliott ran it.
Shout out to Rick. I miss Rick.
We do. We all miss Rick out here in the valley. I forget where he moved to and where he's at. Somewhere in the Midwest, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you would have a full house. The first cut would be to 32 bowlers.
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
We would start that late night, about 8 o'clock at night and get done. The final match would be about 1.
At Union Hills.
Yeah, Union Hills final
Yeah.
game would be about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, 4 pick. All right, well, I need him to make this because I got him at under 2. So I don't want him to go over. I need him to make this and go on the sheet. Then we got Matt Jones warming up on lane 7. So if Matt Jones wins, he will win the Player of the Year. So he will take the belt and the trophy.
Now, here's the question I have for you guys. Because obviously, Matt and Keith both are tied at 8 points for the season, it looks like.
If neither
If
one,
neither one of them wins it, who becomes the winner of the...
Troy
Troy.
Staff would
Troy.
hold the spot as player of the year.
he's sitting at 15 points.
15 points.
Is this, because this is a double point thing? Is that what
Yes.
this is
Yeah,
here?
tonight's double
Yes.
point.
So even if Keith were to
Ball starting
you know,
to read early.
take second, he would only get 6 points. So he would be just under Troy.
Troy's got 15, so they would both, if they got 6 points, they're at 14 points,
Yep.
so 1 pin behind.
They would
so
be just
yeah.
under.
Troy's sitting back here just looking at the chops, waiting for for
He's
Cortez
sitting-
to run the
He is
ladder
sitting
here.
there waiting.
He's waiting. He said, I want that trophy.
Yep. And bonus $200.
And yeah, the bonus $200
So
for getting that trophy. So, Mike, while we have you on the air, anything new you got going on? Any stops that you're about to make? And
Well, I mean, like I said, we just finished up over at 4th Street Bowl in San
the
Jose.
doubles, right?
Yeah, the Tony Reyes, Terry Leon
very
Memorial
well.
doubles.
Big
Big turnout, full sold out field, 60 teams, so 120 bowlers.
Oh, wow.
And next week we have Arizona State Masters. Or I'm sorry, this weekend.
Well, this week here.
Yeah.
Hey, at
Right
this
back
house.
here.
At this house. This is good practice, and to be able to get used to the approaches a little bit more and just kind of lane play some. So now, of course, it's not going to be the shot that's thrown out there, but now I'm asking myself right now,
Okay.
the shots that Keith had in practice, is that the difference right now as to where all of a sudden Cortez's ball reaction is gone?
That's a good question.
definitely could have
That
altered
is
it a little. I didn't see what he was throwing in
That's a
those
good question.
in those first few, but I think he's been throwing. Not too sure what that is over there.
I mean, that's a big
DNA.
difference. So it's like you didn't see,
DNA coil, so
Yeah.
a little shine.
but where he's playing it at though, he's so much further right. At the laydown point and the break point is a lot further right than Cortez or myself were at. Cortez and I were both probably hitting about, I think he was in about the same spot, somewhere around like 13, 14 at the arrows.
At the arrows,
Right.
yeah.
And I'm sorry, 16, 17.
Well, I was gonna say Cortez. He didn't got a little left of that now.
Yeah, so it was like about 17, 18 at the arrows. His break point obviously was getting further out the line, just that rotation, the reverie he's got, and obviously the ion that he was throwing is much sharper on the break point. And he was taking full advantage of that thing just going through the pins. But right now it looks like, does he still throw the ion or do you switch?
I
'Cause
think
knew
he
he threw
still
the-
had the ion in his hand.
I knew he threw the fill shot with the harsh pearl.
Yeah, he still had the ion in his hand.
Well, the other thing we see here too is when these lanes transition, they transition fast. They transition pretty quick out here.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure Cortez is used to very fast transition.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the house shot out here is 18-1, so
Super cliff.
As we see,
Yeah,
Keith
super
is
cliffs and-
frustrated with the transition right now.
yeah.
One thing about Cortez, once he see it, he don't wait. He makes that move.
It's a mental battle now,
Yeah, mental.
staying in it, which they
Well,
both do very well.
I'm definitely
if it's
out
a-
of my under for spares for both.
If it's a mental battle and we were able to play his best on the mental game,
Cortez wins.
I know exactly who I'm putting my
Oh,
money
yeah.
on.
Cortez.
100%.
Absolutely. Because once Keith get in his head, he's in there. And when he's not, he's phenomenal.
Great shot.
Keith definitely not out of it.
It's a close match.
Yeah, it's real close. So Jason, while you're on the air too, what next year summer King of the Hill looking like for you?
Bolero or the Glendale Showdown, not
Yeah, Monday Night Showdown.
Oh,
but,
Monday Night
I mean, you know.
Showdown.
Monday Night Showdown.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
It's
you're
a-
a big
ball,
double.
big
double.
ball.
We're hoping to do it again next summer. I do have a few events planned after this, different houses. We'll be hosting the finals for those events at B3. We're doing qualifying at 5 houses. So the winner from each house qualifies for the finals at B3, $2,500 for first.
Next summer or the
Coming
next?
up after this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep. We'll be doing one house a month. Schedules are online on primalbowling.com and our Facebook page and all that. As far as
looks good.
next summer, that's a tough break.
I will do it.
Not necessarily, but it's a good chance
Does
to
not
do
help.
it.
As long as they give us the
And
okay,
as I
we'll be
look-
back again.
As
next
I look
summer.
to the left, you got Troy licking his lips. He's waiting for that player of the year. Does Troy even know?
I don't think he'd be staying here still if he didn't know. Not after that
Look at that
last
look
game.
at him. Look at that look. He's determined.
That's the same look he always has.
That's true. He's a very monotone guy. No, I'm sure he knows. I'm
Shout out
sure
to
he's
GT.
very aware.
GT tossed a 300 tonight as well.
And like Heath right now, the 710, the pocket 710 that he had in the practice round, that just kept him out of his top 4.
Yep.
Oh, it was brutal to
10
see
frame, 710. Oh man. A good bounce back.
But again,
Keith.
that's all it took today was one open frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they are one game eliminators. So
Dude, this squad to qualify was stacked, and then it became more stacked to get to top 8.
Well,
then the top 8 was just like, okay, here we go.
Well, when you look at the, what we had, 30 bowlers tonight?
28.
28 bowlers tonight? Like, so when you look at that, obviously it's everyone who had made a finals at some point throughout the season, throughout the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's, guys, if you have not bowled this before, I first of all want to say come on out and bowl it next year for sure. It's a lot of fun, it's inexpensive, good practice, good people. But it is not easy to make it through.
Not easy.
It is not easy. Like it does come down. Like the first set is more about who's going to be able to come out through because it's 3 games. You have a rough game, you bounce back, you get in. After that, it's single game. If you just misread the lane that you get to, you misread the lane that you're given for the next round, you're pretty much out of it. It's tough.
Yeah, especially with just one game.
Well, throughout the whole year, we had PBA members, we had Hall of Famers, we had really good house bowlers.
That's a good
I
finish,
mean,
Keith. Good finish.
There's people who average a 220, 230 on house here. They might not be on the PBA, they might not be bowling sports stuff, but they can bowl on house.
And I'll speak this from experience. A 230 house bowler on a house shot will a lot of times beat a professional bowler because you know, as far as going out, it's just the gameplay, the way its lanes are seen, it's way different in tournaments than it is on house shots. I don't like bowling on house shots. I average less.
Right. Yeah, no, it was not easy to make the cut any of these weeks. Everyone who's here earned their way here, that's for
Absolutely.
sure. There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
No one skimped in here for sure.
With that being said, like I said, if anyone hasn't bowled it, you come out because anybody can win. And again, it's not easy, but it has. We've
Any
had
night
some
can be
guys-
your night.
We've had some guys I've never seen
Looking at
before.
the list, and I count 4 people who you wouldn't even think of. I mean, they made the top 2. I mean, the top 32. Or 28, I should say, since 28 only showed up.
Yeah, it was a mix. It was a mixed bag for sure. You had the people that you would expect to be there, and you had a few bowlers that
Yes.
you wonder. But like I said, everyone who made it here earned their way.
Yeah, you going down the list, the first person that's not a professional bowler, a competitive bowler, like goes out there and bowls every tournament they can, is actually sitting in 3rd in points this season. That's Calvin.
Yeah. And Calvin
Hugger,
debatably threw it some of
Yeah.
the best this season. I mean, he threw it great. I mean,
I believe he didn't even get a win, huh? He did.
He did.
He got one.
He did.
He got one.
He got one.
He made the
Two, I
finals
believe.
like 3 times, but he got 1 win. Yeah.
we were doing 4.
Well,
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people here that maybe aren't on tour, they aren't competing as regularly that were able to make it to the top 4. I mean, people who only bowled 1 week that made it to top 4.
look at Alex, 2-hand Alex.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of bowlers that 1 week. Tony Schroeder bowled the very last week. Very last week and was able to one event.
Second or third?
Took 3rd and made the top 4. He doesn't bowl any events really, maybe some local stuff here and there, but
Right.
Ryan made it there 3 times, making it
Next
to the
one,
finals.
Josh Anthony, Josh
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Yep. Travis Raritan, he bowled really well when he did. He made the finals.
My guy, my alley cat that bowls with me on Wednesdays, Robert Sanders, he took 2nd to Andrew Kane. 1 week.
Yep. And again, he just bowled really
And
well.
he made top 16?
He made top 8
Robert made top 8?
today. Yeah, today he did. He bowled very well. He
Is that
bowled
the
really well.
guy at the end here that was like trying to down it in?
Yeah.
On the par, you know?
Ball hit. Yep.
Nice, simple game. Just
Yeah.
At the pocket.
yeah.
Don't give it up too much.
And you know what his average is? 180 something, like
Yeah.
185.
Around to 180 and change.
Well, Mike, I'd like to thank you for joining us in what we call the Primal Booth. And good bowling today.
Great
you, guys.
bowling, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. And now we got Matt Jones
All right, got Matt
warming
Jones
up here in his
warming up.
last few shots. In a second, we'll get Keith in here.
Well, I'll tell you what. Pretty good finals match. Between Matt Jones and Cortez. Two of the best bowlers in Arizona right now. I don't think too many people would be shocked.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Yep. I don't think too many people would be surprised if you told them this was our finals match. So
Yeah, Matt Jones against Cortez.
yeah. We're in for a little bit of a gun show, I'm sure.
Yeah. I can see a strike fest right now.
Both playing around the same spot.
And they both could get left.
He sent everything at that 10 pin. Nothing wanted to knock it down. Sent a messenger, a flight attendant, and a train.
All right, good pick
Pick
up.
up.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's first and second? What does second mean? 5?
550. Then 1,100 for first.
All right, y'all. We got Keith in the building.
Yeah.
He's getting mic'd up right now.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh man, that left lane is hooking a lot
Start
more.
flying, I seen.
Yeah, I saw it hooking more in the beginning too,
Uh-huh.
and then it transitioned even worse like halfway through the game. It got Tez in that third frame
Yeah.
when he left that big split. Yeah, so they were pretty different, but still pretty easy if you had them, if you understood the lane to lane. But
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'd like to first off by saying congratulations on popping that huge 3 qualifying.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it's before I had one a couple weeks ago on Monday night. It had been about 2 years since I had one, so
Oh, so that
And
felt
mind
good.
you, also threw-
it felt good to get the monkey off my back, and then
Yeah.
Throw your 800 that
yeah,
week too
exactly.
as well.
Got my first 800 as well, and
Yeah.
then
Oh, that's awesome.
got another one today. So
Yes.
hopefully they can start coming as regularly as all you guys. You guys shoot them every other week.
Oh, not me. I only got 2.
We're retired. I don't know.
What ball were
No,
you throwing?
great.
I threw the DNA coil all day. That's
All day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it
you,
was fun.
you, we were saying earlier,
Yeah.
you threw it well today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working really hard on my game with the guys at Revolutions, Kyle and Jim. So it's fun to put something together.
That's good. Shout out to Revolution Pro Shop, you guys. Come check them out. 59th Avenue in
I
Bell.
was saying we had a lot of finals and a lot of different people make the finals. There weren't too many weeks where we said, yeah, there's no one who's beating this guy. And I think that week that you won, that's
Oh,
kind of how everybody felt.
I mean, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, and everyone was on the same consensus
Yeah.
of like, there's no way. I mean,
It was looking bleak through the first half of that game, but thankfully that ridiculous Summit Ascent bailed me out.
ooh, wow. Got a little bit much on it.
This pair is tough because like it's hard to not subconsciously make an adjustment from lane to lane. Like even though they're so different, like trying to overcompensate for one lane. But if anybody can do it, it's going to be these two.
We got a scenario here. Matt takes second. Troy,
Wins Player
who's
of the
not
Year.
in the top 4, will still win Player of the Year. He'll take
Yep.
home that trophy and $200.
Yep. That's me and Matt were talking about that. We were like, not only are we bowling for a few $100 first and second, but if I had made it, I think we were tied in points, so we'd
Yeah,
also had
you would
that
have
extra,
to win. You would
that
have to
extra
win.
200 on the line.
Yeah.
So would have been a little bit of a
And the trophy.
right, and the trophy.
Belt, trophy,
And the belt.
the extra, just all of it.
Oh, that's right.
Walking
that's
out
right.
with a lot
we
of
get, we get
grimmer.
to, we get to take those, or
Yep.
they get to take those home, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Those are going to be on someone's fire mantle.
Good thing Troy stuck around. He can still walk away with some hardware.
Yeah,
$400.
you think he was
Yeah.
thinking about it?
I said we put the 200 in a trophy.
Right?
Right.
We got Cortez in frame 4.
Looks pretty good.
Throwing it so well.
Split 8-9.
I think
Definitely
he's dialed in
refound that
now.
spot.
I think he's dialed in now.
It's crazy. Watching him, there's certain guys out here, you just watch them bowl and you just wonder how they could ever throw a bad shot.
Right.
And he's one of them. Like, he comes to mind, Brett, he has that same type of like flawless game for a lefty. It's like, how do you ever not strike when you throw it like that?
Yeah. And he does it so
Effortlessly.
easily.
I know.
Yeah, like just throw it.
Yep.
There you go. Strike.
He's got that look. But don't discount Mr. Jones here.
Right. Matt is one of them as well.
He could easily shoot 260 this game.
Yeah.
You look up and he didn't win off the sheet.
Yeah, I mean, he was the only one this year that shot 300 in the title match, right?
Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good finals.
Oh, yeah.
That right lane's getting him a little bit.
Yeah, that lane is definitely tighter. It makes it hard for you not to want to grab it, honestly. Because that kind of happened to me in the ninth frame when I almost 5-7-10. I was trying to like make sure not to grab it, and I was overly clean, and that's why the ball just completely deflected. But it's when the lane is that much tighter than the left lane, it's hard to not just want to grab it a little bit.
Right. Plenty of frames left.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about the tournament overall
Oh,
throughout the year?
It was fantastic. I don't think it could have went much better than what it did. Jason did a great job all year of
Thank you.
organizing it all. Joey with the assistants as well.
Yeah.
They did a fantastic
Shout
job.
out to Joey.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out
He was
to
here
Shay
going through
running
his
this event.
his cancer stuff, and
Yep,
he was
exactly.
here on point
Yep.
doing his thing.
Here every
You're
week.
right on cue.
Yeah.
Smile on his face, sprinting up and down the center, getting scores, calling
Yep.
mechanical issues. Yeah, he was awesome this whole year.
Even when Jason was on vacation.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was
hey,
right there to
listen,
help
all
Kyle.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
no,
out to
he's-
Joey.
Yeah, the whole
Yes, sir.
whole crew here has been awesome. I mean, the center's been awesome too for being so accommodating. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. That's kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah, that lane is just.
You try and not get a handful of it, and
Exactly, and then
And it just took off.
it's easy to do with both of them. I mean, again, Matt probably got a little bit grabbier, aggressive on that lane, so come
So
to five.
if you're leading like Cortez, do you actually go at this or you get pin count?
I think if I'm Tez, I go for it because it's still early. And he can do
Oh,
that
wow.
very easily.
good reason to go for it.
Yeah.
Good pickup. That dude is a beast.
Someone as good as him can spare that as often as like a 310 for most people.
Pretty casual.
Yeah.
It's easy day of work.
Yeah.
Right.
do now?
That looks pretty good. He's a sit.
Sitting back.
This game's going to come down to that right lane.
Yeah.
And the more and more this game goes on, and the more Tez strikes, we take a look at Troy. That smile is getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
He's a Cortez fan right now.
Yeah, he's absolutely a Cortez fan.
It's funny. I think Troy was the only one that didn't know the whole scenario, but thankfully the 5 people surrounding him were very
Reminded him once or
informative.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Matt.
There we
All
go.
right, you
Guys.
got to strike on that lane. Got to strike on that lane.
See, so now that's the thing. Like, he saw what he needed to see once, and he probably won't miss again on that lane. And
Right.
he hasn't missed on the left lane, so.
Yeah, so easily he could go off the sheet.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And Cortez have to come back to that lane.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. And Matt doesn't have to finish on that lane. But
Absolutely.
first order of business: keep your good lane at the least. Looks
Oh.
a little high.
Ooh.
Fast 8.
Fight.
That's crazy because for how much deeper he is on that left lane, you would think that you could find some hold by keeping it narrow like that, but that left lane is on fire.
Yeah, we seen that it was on fire during your practice on that lane.
I saw that it was. I mean, that's probably why even in the first game with Fitz, even he rung 10 a couple times on that lane. Like he has a little more forward roll, not as high rev rate, so his lane, his ball doesn't see as drastic a transition. But even those little subtleties, you can still see it in his match.
All right.
Good shot there.
Yeah, he
Good
got
shot.
around that one. So smooth. I mean, both of them so smooth,
Yeah,
but
right.
Like we were saying earlier, is last year's Rookie of the Year
Yep, on the PBA
on the
tour.
PBA tour.
Yeah, not the
Like-
regional tour. The
He's just not
Not local.
He's just not your average house mouse
No.
or anything. He's here to play.
yeah, he's been physically gifted like this since he was like 8 years old. So
And I believe he was Team USA as well, right?
yep, a couple,
Yeah.
I think a few times, 2 or 3 times. He was on I think junior and adult team.
Yeah.
One of the few that have locals that have been both. I think only him and Kyle have been both. Maybe Josh, but he's not really local anymore. Yep.
Yeah, you
Yes.
called it. You called it.
Yep.
You seen what he's seen on that lane.
He's
and-
got to see what he needs once, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, it might be
Might have
too
been
little,
one
too
frame
late.
too late.
Too
Yeah.
late, yeah.
He strikes out for 228. It looks like Tez is at 246 with 9 spare strike in the 10th. So, yeah, Tez just needs to hold count and he wins.
Yeah.
And that means Troy wins.
Player of the year.
Oh.
Troy,
Right him up.
So
I
Mel.
feel like Troy kind of deserves it though. I mean,
Yeah, he bowled good today. That he hit a bad pair that
Yeah.
last set.
yeah.
I mean, I looked up. He had about 6-7 splits.
But just as a year in total, like when you can win 3
Three,
times,
and I believe they
let
were
alone
they were
in a
back
row.
to back to back.
Yeah, let alone in a row in a talent pool like this,
It's not easy to do.
yeah. I mean he kind of deserves it. It's kind of a crapshoot. Got the Tez winning. They'll probably
Yeah.
shoot about a 260 here.
Tez take home that belt.
He does.
And
First-
$1,000.
Yes.
1100.
1100.
1100. He's the first.
The first ever Monday night showdown champion, and what a player to go to, I'll tell you what.
Shout out to him and the B3 down there.
Sir, B3 squad.
Yep, he's mad. He's mad still. Grabbed it in the most irrelevant fill ball and he's mad.
And he's mad.
As he should be.
That's the passion of the work.
Yep. He's not results oriented.
Yeah.
He's execution oriented.
Yeah.
And still put up 250.
Masters here next week.
Yep. Phoenix
It's all practice.
This week,
State Masters.
This week. Are you bowling state?
Yeah, this weekend.
I haven't even want to say, yeah.
Absolutely. Guys come out here to Bolero Glendale this weekend. Come check these guys
I'm gonna
out.
go hand out
Come say
some
hi.
checks and some
Come
belts.
say hi to Keith down here at Revolution Pro Shop.
Red Bull and Tezer.
Well, Keith, thank you for
Yep.
popping in. And
Thanks for having me, guys.
and
Thanks
good
again
bowling
for
today.
running it. Yep, appreciate it.
All right, you guys. Well, this is Reggie. I'm checking out of here. Shout out to Cortez for winning it. He will win that championship belt in $1,100. And Troy Blickenstaff will go to. Hey, Troy. Troy Blickenstaff will take home the trophy and $200 for being Player of the Year. Not only that, he's the Player of the Year, he won 3 times to get here.
Top 4.
And once again, I'm checking out.